brought to a meeting. You know,
I wasn't there, by the way.
yeah,
Either,
it
so.
was me, Vince, Ved, Patar, Stee, and Saint. You know, he sort of talks to us for a little bit, and then he goes, "Who doesn't respect you, Patar?" And Patar was kind of like dodging question. He was like saying, you know, Matt, but he's better. And then he was like kind of dabbling around it. And then he was like, bro, just answer the question. Like, you got 5 seconds. And then at this point, I'm not gonna lie, Patar was a little bit shook. Like, you could, like, I could hear it in his voice. So I could tell he was shook. And then he named, you know, yours truly, myself. And then he named 2 others, you know. And in this gang, like, I was thinking who else could be named, like maybe Veg, you know. He had the argument with me the other day and wouldn't shut up when Patar told him to. That was kind of disrespectful. No, he didn't get named. He named you and Jay.
Me and Jay.
Yeah.
As people that don't respect Patar.
Yeah, so T turned around and said, aren't they your higher command?
2T. He said that 2T.
He said this to
2T.
T.
Jay and Sparky don't respect me.
He said Matt, Jay, and Sparky. So
is man high or something?
So so at this point, T's like, so are you telling me 2 of the high command don't respect you? Why are they high command? You know? And like Patar tries to go on like, I wanted someone that's like, you know what I mean? Like fill certain roles, you know? Like Patar's told us, he wants certain people that can fill certain roles and people that can deal with certain things. T turns around and goes, yeah, high command's no longer. That's gone.
What, because of the fact that he said that? So like what Patar said then fueled that?
Yeah, like I feel like T wasn't really keen on it from the beginning. Because the first chat when he got back, when I spoke to him and told him about high command being a thing, and he sort of went Denzel that sold meth on my gas station and all of that. So I don't think he was keen on it from the beginning, but he definitely turned around and went, yeah, that's no longer a thing. So the meeting goes on. He's still on smoke.
He got pressed by T for who doesn't respect him, and he said me, Jay, and you.
So I'm gonna be completely honest. I've said this to Patar. I had the conversation with Patar the next day and wasn't really like, I'm trying to understand it, because from my point of view, you and Jay, like, I've never seen you man disrespect them. Even when we're having private conversations, I feel like you're very, like, you could say exactly what you say to me about them to him and it wouldn't change out. Like, you man are respectful. Like, I was kind of baffled.
Bro, you know when we spoke at the fucking power plant? Yeah. What you were saying about him, right?
Mm.
You know, I literally went to him the next day and said, I want to let you know I had a conversation with Matt about you where I said this. I could have literally sat there and said I didn't think all those things behind his back and called it a day.
See, he was saying that people be saying stuff behind his back. People be saying...
He thinks that me and Jay are saying shit behind his back. First of all, for one, Jay ain't even been around since he's been made high command. So what kind of disrespects happened between then and now?
The thing is, I went to him and was like, bro, like, what have they done? And he said, I don't want to talk behind people's back. So I'm gonna wait until I've had a conversation with Sparky and Jay first. And I was like, yeah, that's fair enough. I can't really argue with that.
But I genuinely don't see what he's like.
Do you know what it is? I've said this to him.
I don't think I've been one of the biggest advocates of having conversations with him, pushing for him to get more respect because he deserves it.
Do you know what it is? I said this to him. I said it very much feels like he panicked. He was drowning, and he named 3 people that vocalize their opinions. Like, if me, you, or Jay see something we don't like, we all 3 of us speak up.
But then why is he chucking people under the bus to save himself? That's just like completely backwards.
Yeah, no, bro. Believe me, it felt like he was drowning and he wanted to be thrown a floaty, and he threw names out there. Because, bro,
The crazy part though is that he named multiple ones, right? Like
T could have literally
But
gone.
why
Yeah,
would he not just like not to pin it on you? But why would he not just say Matt? Full stop.
yeah, I don't know.
exactly. He named Matt and then he continued, right? Like
He was getting
that's,
pressed, by the way. Like he
kinda
said,
crazy.
he said Matt, and like, and he was like dabbling around it like he normally can. But the thing is, with T, just turned around and said, "Bro, get on with it. Like, you have 5 seconds. Name people that don't respect you."
I don't think you realize how mad that is. Like,
T
when
could've
was
gone-
this meeting with T?
Not yesterday, day before, Friday.
So the exact same day, I sat with him on the balcony for an hour and a half and told him plain Jane to his face that sometimes I feel like he doesn't do the role how he should, and was just completely real with him, and told him that T was pissed off with him, told him that me and you had a conversation at the power plant, and was like trying to better him. He's immediately on the same day where he's sat there and said to me that people switch up around T, gone and spoke to T, and then completely switched up on me to T, doing exactly what he's preaching he hates. Is what you're telling me right now.
Mm.
Mental.